this one should be good. Let's get to our cage announcer now, Craig Stephen.
Continues inside the Bellator cage with an all-England clash. Coming to you from Europe and live around the world on Bellator's YouTube channel. And this is 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, standing 5'10" and 145.8 pounds. His record, 17 wins, 8 defeats and 1 draw. Fighting out of Sunderland, England, Andrew Fisher. And across the cage in the red corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 145.8 pounds. His record, 20 wins, 11 defeats, 1 draw with 3 no contests. Fighting out of London, England, Ashley the White Wolf Grimshaw. A referee is Mr. Dan Mergliotta.
Okay, round one, you ready? You ready, sir? Let's go, fight.
Ashley Grimshaw then with the red gloves against Andrew Fisher with the blue. Two veterans can't wait to take each other on here. And it's Grimshaw with that outside leg kick early on with the first contribution.
Both guys made their pro debuts in a very different era. MMA in 2020 is just so different, but it's awesome to see them in the ring. I think for Fisher, range is going to be his friend, that reach with the boxing. And for Grimshaw, I'm keen to see if he gets the wrestling going.
Interesting night, isn't it, for Andrew Fisher? Being involved as a fighter and as a coach, not just as a coach, but a coach in the main event. Busy old night. Love to get this job done, wouldn't he?
Yeah, it's not often we have that, right? A guy in the main event and your coach fights on the prelims. Interesting predicament for sure. But hey, at least they got the warm-ups covered that way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Fought twice on Bellator before, Andrew Fisher, both losses back in late 2013 and early 2014. Both by unanimous decision. Good uppercut there from Grimshaw, and he followed it up with work to the body.
Yeah, very creative striking from Ashley Grimshaw. I'm liking the leg kicks as well. He senses that Fisher wants to commit to the hands, so he's attacking the legs. And there's the wrestling. The level change from Grimshaw, nice knee. A really fun guy to watch. Both guys are exceptional. Both guys just, there's nothing either of them haven't seen or coached on. They're both great coaches.
No amateur career for Ashley Grimshaw, went straight into the pros. After all these years, won 4 of his last 5 fights. He still believes he can be a top 10 fighter. Still believes he can challenge the best.
Fisher's doing a nice job picking with those shots around the guard of Ashley Grimshaw. He picked a left hook a minute ago. Now right. But the kicks are landing from Ashley Grimshaw. This is a compelling matchup. We knew this was going to be a tricky one day.
Grimshaw definitely the busier so far. The more aggressive too. Good knee there from Grimshaw.
Ashley can keep working those kicks and the knees as well, because right now at this point, 3 minutes in, it doesn't seem like Fisher wants to take him down. For sure, Fisher wants to corner him off and use his footwork, control the ring.
One thing I really like about Fisher is that he's so no-nonsense. Goes for the kick then, and then that right hook, and Grimshaw again with the knee. You know, we ask questions of fighters about what kind of statement do you want to make, what do you want to prove tonight. We're always looking for a narrative, aren't we? And he said, I don't want to make a statement, I just want to fight and win.
And here's Fisher with a little bit of a change. He's got that body lock, thought about the outside trip. Here you're getting a great angle on that damage to the leg. Grimshaw landed multiple clean leg kicks. Not only clean, but to a leg with weight on it. Grimshaw going for regard, thought about chucking up a triangle, now looks to sit up against the fence. Fisher walks forward. The guys make the weight in such different ways. They look very, very different physically at 145.
There's a really good shot of that leg damage that Chris was talking about, and those kicks from Grimshaw. You can hear the coaching as well from both corners here.
Ashley walking along the cage, thought about turning in. He may look to try to turn to his knees, actually. I wasn't sure if he was going to go the other way. Now it looks like he's turning back in towards Fisher. Good busy work here from Fisher, because I feel like Ashley was the guy really controlling or at least scoring more in that round. Nice, beautiful setup here from Ashley Grimshaw. He's got a good control of the knee line, particularly because he can shuffle back down when his grip is that good on the ankle and on the heel. Magnificent, love to see that. And not only was it unsuccessful, but it allowed him to get back up on top.
Those attempts to finish help you in terms of the scoring as well. It's been Grimshaw's opening round. Flashes from Fisher, but nothing more. Really good opening round.
Excellent reversal as well, particularly as Fisher was able to get some ascendancy there. And man, back and forth. And we saw just about a little bit of everything for MMA in that round, Dave. Here are the connections from Grimshaw, doing a great job, working the body as well, and then into the knees. The grips were there, particularly as he was closing the distance with the punches. He was able to get a hold of Fisher and land. Here, another angle on that exact same exchange. Dirty boxing, and then into the plum. Fisher staying with it for sure, but he wasn't able to use his reach advantage. And I think Grimshaw then here at the end, going for that heel hook, using it then to reverse the position and get on top. Excellent. You could see him reset the grip there. That was definitely a little bit of danger for Fisher, but Fisher did the right thing and rolled with it. Great transitions from two veterans.
Yeah, Fisher showed all his experience there, didn't he? Didn't panic under pressure. As Grimshaw was looking for that heel hook, it's easy to sit here and tell him how to get out of it, but it's another thing entirely doing it. Just controlled his breathing and was aware of the danger. Here we go, round two. Ashley Grimshaw in the red gloves, Andrew Fisher in the blue. 73 years combined, these two.
And 60-plus pro fights. Nice kick. Good check there, though, from Fisher. Love the shifting hook from Grimshaw, stepping in there with that left.
Fisher looking for that right hook as they determined again to stay on their feet, although Fisher, of course, did engineer that takedown towards the end of the first round.
He was getting Ashley to circle to the right there, kind of probing with the left and trying to corral him and then launch him with the right. There, he thought about it again, but Ashley ducked in, grabbed the back of the neck. These guys are very aware of the ring.
It's interesting that Fisher said in the build-up, he was asked about opponents' weaknesses, and he said he thought Grimshaw's heavy looping hooks that he throws maybe were his biggest weakness. He's looking for those straight shots to counter that. I think Grimshaw's been quite aware of that so far, hasn't thrown as many of those as normal. Oh, it's a great leg kick from Fisher.
Really good. A little bit of what Ashley was doing actually in the first round. He caught him heavy on that leg. That's better there from Grimshaw. I think that's what threw Fisher off, was the footwork and the quick entrances and exits. But another clean kick just below the knee to the outside of the calf. Those kicks just below the knee are really tricky, not only because you can catch a guy heavy, take away his power, his movement, his base, but they're more difficult to check, Dave.
There's another from Fisher. It's been interesting. He hasn't followed in with any of those when he's caught Grimshaw off balance and knocked him over. Controlling it on the feet at the moment, Fisher, with good high hands, and he's found his distance here as well. He's found a real range with leg kicks and with his punches too.
I think that's important. That was one of the keys for me. Use the jab. Even if it doesn't land, you can blind your opponent, you can make him worried about what you're doing off it, and then mix it up.
jab again there from Fisher, just emphasizing that point about range. And there's a bit of swelling under the right eye here of Grimshaw, who slowed up significantly halfway through round 2.
And that jab is finding its mark. His corner was calling for him to keep changing the look. And I think that they feel that it needs to come off that jab. There we go. Showed it and then came in with the right. Now Grimshaw gets the wrestling going. This, I think, is smart. Had that hook in across the back of the opposite leg, but Fisher's able to push him off.
As Andy said when he was introducing this, it's been a long time in the making, this fight. It's been worth the wait as well so far. Real ebb and flow to it.
And total composure from both guys in every single position. I just love it. Oh, there we go. Good show of sportsmanship, too. But the jab is continually, I think, the effective tool of this round. And it's the tool that I think Fisher just got more comfortable, as you said, you know, with the distance and the reach and so on, Dave, as you alluded to.
Been a good round so far, this, for Andrew Fisher, and it just got a bit better. If Grimshaw is tiring, as we sensed he was, he's got a minute still to negotiate here.
He was trying to work the guard. I think that he was concerned about being pinned up against the cage, so he spun back around. Open guard here, and up go the legs a little bit. Let's see what he can do with it.
What a good response this has been from Fisher after Grimshaw enjoyed the better of that opening round. Really well executed plan here from Andrew Fisher so far.
Fisher, I think, was looking to control with the left underhook, then swaps to combat base. Gonna posture here. He can do damage from this position because of his reach, and the differences in physical frames, again, allow him some advantages in these positions that maybe wouldn't be there for other fighters at this weight class.
Probably 1-1.
I
Good
agree.
stuff, this.
Yep. And here, I think Andrew Fisher just found some advantages, not only off those calf kicks, excuse me, but controlling the distance and showing the jab and switching things up, giving Ashley Grimshaw an awful lot to think about in some different looks. Disallowing the blitzes, I think, that Grimshaw found so much success with in the first part of this fight.
It'll be a test of fitness as well for the two old fellas as we head into this third and final round. Doing some work on the swelling under the right eye there of Grimshaw, as you can see. Here we go. Final round between these two veterans. Grimshaw, the Londoner with the red gloves, Fisher from the northeast with a smile on his face. They've enjoyed this. Good right hand there again. Good tight boxing this from Fisher.
Grimshaw reached for the guillotine, dropped to his back. I've got this fight 19-19 right now. These next 4.5 minutes are critical. Crossface here from Fisher, trying to open up the pass and walk his leg through. Grimshaw fighting the battle there to stuff the knee, excuse me. You heard his corner right there, Dave, I think very clearly. They know for sure that now that Fisher has won a position, maybe not quite by chance, but hey, you take what you can get, and you definitely want to keep it. So he's working him here with that crossface, slowly going to try to open up a pass. And for sure, the smart money would be riding on these next 4 minutes and keeping the fight here in this same space.
Yeah, Fisher stayed on top and does just enough, works just hard enough. You couldn't give the round to Grimshaw, could you? So it would be Fisher's fight. Grimshaw's got to stop that happening.
Ashley sitting up, very nice. Excellent. Very, very, very nice. Good technical stand up there. Ashley knew he couldn't accept the position. Good use of energy as well. I mean, if you're going to explode at some point in the fight, that's the time to do it, especially when it's this close. Fisher, though, bends him backwards, peels him away from the fence, and gets a takedown again.
Fisher says he lost his way when he was a younger man, when he was an 18-year-old, but his wife helped, as he put it, put him on the straight and narrow. And as with so many fighters, this sport inspired him to be a better person.
Ashley using the Williams guard here, again, to pull Fisher in and try to open up for a submission, but they're deep into the fight. They're going to be a little slicker. Maybe not quite have the same dexterity and grip strength that they would have had earlier. It's a good position. Fisher's tied up, but the question is, can Ashley turn this into some offense?
Yeah, wasn't surprised to see that from Dan Miragliotta. We start again, just over 2 minutes to go.
Nice oblique kick there from Grimshaw. Jumping into the jab. 1-2 comes straight right back from Andrew Fisher. And a dig to the body, great. Grimshaw was doing such a good job of mixing it up there in the first round. Maybe he doesn't have the energy or the pep in the step to do the exact same thing. Or, of course, conversely, Fisher's just been that much more effective at cutting things up off the jab.
Oh, right uppercut there from Fisher was superbly timed. Good response from Grimshaw, and you feel that Grimshaw needs a really strong finish to this.
I want to see him play with the angles and use some of the different footwork that he used in the first round, because coming straight in like that, Fisher's able to time him with the jab and the right. That's better. Now circle off here, reset, and then come back in again, right as Fisher's looking to maybe take a quick reset himself. Oh, he even thought about the takedown. It's about breaking the rhythm. It's about doing something a little bit different for Grimshaw, I think, here in this final minute or so.
Well, Ashley Grimshaw says he doesn't do decisions. He didn't want to leave this to the judges. At the moment, that's where it's going. And he might just be on the wrong end of it. That said, after that 30-27 round for Alessandro Botti earlier tonight, 30-27 fight, excuse me, anything might yet happen. Don't worry about that. Grimshaw has a strong finish here, you never know. Final 30 seconds. It has been interesting, lively, diverting, fought in the right spirit as well.
Grimshaw trying to mix it up here. He's giving him some good looks. I like the oblique kick. I like some of the different things he's doing here. But I feel like Andrew Fisher is going to steal this round. He's hit him with a couple of good clean shots. A smile there from Grimshaw. Great fight.
Yeah, great stuff, and an embrace at the end of it. It will go then to the judges. Would you go 2-1 in Fisher's favor, do you think?
Yes, sir. 29-28.
You could see how you might score it differently, but that would feel to be the consensus, I think. Here's the best moments of the final round.
And Fisher continued to use what I think started working for him in the second, and that was mixing things up. With the hands, cutting down space, controlling the exchanges with his reach, as I said. The uppercut, the straight right, it was all there.
Well, I'll talk some more. The White Wolf, Ashley Grimshaw, may just have come up short here, but nothing is certain. Will this be an omen for the main event tonight? Andrew Fisher has Cal Eleanor against James Gallagher in that, as he got the win here. We feel he has narrowly. There's another great moment, great sportsmanship during the whole fight between the two of them. But they are now being called to the center of the cage. It's time for us to go to Craig Stephen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, we go to our 3 scoring judges, and all 3 have this contest 29-28, the winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner from Sunderland, Andrew Fisher.
Yeah, for once we all agree. Andrew Fisher gets it 29-28.
Fisher, great win. In the beginning, I heard your corner saying that you should take away his power. How did you do that?
I just thought I started a bit slow in the first round. He was moving a bit too fast and I was a bit slow cutting off. And I thought I'd drop the first, just off being lazy, I think. And then I picked it up the second and third a bit lower. Started landing my shots.
You also almost ended up in an ankle lock. What was going through your mind?
I've normally got good top pressure, but he shot under, and my legs started popping and clicking a bit. But I just spun and just got my nail, but it was hurting, it was sore.
Well, you're not 4-0. What's next for you?
I don't know, just have a rest.
Well, get that rest and a big congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, thank you. Cheers. Done? Good, thank you.
You're good to go.